Okay, y'all, tonight we got Miss Tracey Williams. I'm not gonna take any time. We're gonna get right down to business. So Tracey, we want to go back to your childhood. We don't want to start off where you at right now. Can you take us back to your childhood and then we're gonna fast forward up to today?
Okay, my childhood. I think I had a pretty decent childhood. Besides, I worked all the time. I had the type of family that my mom, she was sick and she couldn't work. So my dad is the father of 8 kids. So he worked all the time to make sure he provided shelter and food and everything for us. So we had to work the farm. My dad had a hog farm, so we had to work that, and we also had a huge garden that we had to work all the time. So that's my life. My life been about working. I didn't do much playing, but I like to play now, so I play now. So so that's my childhood, but it was okay though. I can't hear you.
What were you doing in high school?
High school, I'm the basketball star.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I used to play basketball in the neighborhood. I'm the only girl with all the guys, so they really schooled me real good. So they got me prepared for to be who I was in the game. So I played basketball and I was the leading point guard, starting point guard for my high school team, and led us to the big house, all that kind of stuff. It was good.
And so when you graduated, what did you do?
When I graduated, unfortunately, I wound up pregnant my 12th grade year. And I lost all scholarships to big time colleges and all that stuff. And I thought my life was doomed. I thought that was the end of me, you know. But God said, not yet, So He had another plan in store for me. So um, after that, I wound up just working a job. Had been on the job like 14 years. Just a job. I mean, I tried college, but college it really wasn't for me either. I tried it though, but it wasn't for me. So I wound up leaving it and just worked the job. And I got laid off on my day off. 14 years. So kind of sound like a Friday story, but you know, but it really was real. I was gonna enjoy my day off because I hadn't had a day off in a while, and I had got put me some clothes on. I was going to the mall and got a call all of a sudden say, we sorry that we're not gonna no longer need you. I said, stop playing that. It's my day off, like this couldn't wait till I get there. And she was like, no, you can come and get your papers and see about your unemployment and all that different stuff. And I'm like, I was crushed. I was crushed. Now I ain't got no job. So while I had the job though, I was in barber school. And but before I can say I was in barber school, I was married at this time. And my husband, he wanted a haircut, but he couldn't see. He had been in an accident, and he couldn't see how to really cut his hair. So I used to help him cut his hair. So when I started helping him cut his hair, it's just something about the clippers. It was magic to me. It was like magic in my hand. I felt like the ball, that basketball, how I used to feel like it was magic to my hand. That what them clippers felt like magic to my hand. So I started helping him, and I began to say, I think this what I supposed to be doing. And he was like, No, ain't no man gonna let you cut their hair and all that kind of stuff. And you know, maybe some kids or something, but nah, this ain't for you. You know, and I'm like, so you don't believe in me. You know how you know how we can be a little sarcastic, like, so I got to prove this to me. You know, it wasn't about nobody else. It was all about me. Everything that I have achieved in my life, it wasn't for the naysayers. It was about me and making sure that I love on me and show me that I can have whatever I desire, whatever. God said he'll give us the desires of our heart. So I believe in the word of God. I believe his word is true. So he said, try me and see. Won't I open up the windows of heaven, pour you out blessings you won't even have room enough to receive. So I'm a faith woman. I try anything.
So you went down to can you tell us about when you decided to go to the barber school and when you went down there?
Yep, when I went down there, of course, me and a whole bunch of guys. Because you got to think about it. I got my license back in maybe 2003. So one too many women cutting hair back then. So there I go. But you know, that's my arena. I love to be around guys, you know, because I had 7 brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, 6 brothers. That was nothing to me. I grew up around boys, this and that. So I know that this was my destiny to be around men all the time. So I mean, I didn't fight it. When I went to join the school, they was like, you gonna cut hair or you wanna do hair? I said, I'm here at the barber school. You know, like, don't play me like that. They said, can you cut? Which at that time I really couldn't cut, but I talk a good game. So I was like, man, put some clippers in my hand. I'll show you. You know, I'm saying to myself, please don't give me no clippers. But I wasn't scared though. I ain't never scared. You know what I'm saying? So, but they didn't do it. So I began to start, like, you know, watching people. Cause if I see you do it, I'm a good marker. I watch you do it, you know, because that's all we did on the farm. We had to learn hands-on. So it wasn't nothing for me to study you. You know what I'm saying? I study you. I study every move you make. You know what I'm saying? Just like playing checkers or something. I'm studying your move. I'm making the move in my head before you make your move, you know. So that's how it was in school.
So being around all of men and you being like the only woman, what was the days like?
It was cool. It was cool because I mean, it was natural to me. And that's why really a lot of women don't like me now, you know, because I know how to talk to men in conversation and don't have to be trying to court them or whatever the case may be. I can just be cool with you and we can just be friends. All of my friends, with the exception of 3 women, are guys, you know. I don't know. I'm just a natural in that.
Now, how did your husband feel about that?
Oh Lord. Yeah. Really? Oh, you know how y'all can be, you know, and he was thinking I'm probably fooling around or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't none of that. It wasn't it was really strictly I was there to learn the craft and do what I need to do because uh I ain't got no job and I refuse to go and clock another clock. I mean I just refuse. I just cause and then my dad, I forgot to tell you, my dad also had a business. He used to fix tires, you know, like flats and stuff like that. He had his own tire business as well. So we also saw him being an entrepreneur coming up as well. So it wasn't nothing to you know see my dad work so hard and still keep his business and stuff going too.
So when your husband would say little things, did he ever stop that?
Uh no, we wind up getting a divorce later. Later on, we wound up getting a divorce, and but it wasn't really about me go into this profession, it was all kinds of other stuff, but it is what it is. But now when he see me, because he is the father of my son. I have one son too that I didn't mention. I got one son, and he the father of my son. So like now, I mean, later on, when I did really become a barber, a professional barber, he came back and apologized to me. He apologized and said that I really didn't think that you had what it took to do this, but I see you doing your thing, and I just want to apologize. And I was like, you're forgiven. It's okay. I said, it just our season was up. And you got to know when your season up with people and stuff too, so that you don't stop them from progressing and they don't stop you from progressing. We still can just keep on keeping on.
So then you graduate from barber school. When did you graduate from barber school? Was that 2000?
2003.
2003. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you graduated, what was next? What did you do?
When I graduated, I had to try to find a shop. And like I said, back in these days and stuff, they didn't have a bunch of women cutting hair. So it was like, man, I had called about 50 shops. And I'm like, every time I call somebody, they like, nope, not hiring. Nope, not hiring. And I was beginning to get angry and furious, like, is they doing this because I'm a woman? You go to thinking all kind of stuff, And I remember I went into like a tantrum, like little kids have tantrums. Yeah, I did that. I tore my bedroom up. I just tore my bedroom up because I was just angry. Like, now what am I gonna do? Things getting kind of rough. I done got a divorce. I'm by myself. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was facing. So, like I said, back in them days, we had phone books. So it ain't like we was I wasn't Googling no shops. I was actually flipping pages in his phone book, calling these shops, circling and marking out. And, people probably don't know what I'm talking about, the yellow pages and all that stuff, But anyway, I had called like 50 shops. And like I said, I got turned down on all the shops, had the little tantrum. And I threw the phone book and this and that. And I just dropped on my knees. I was crying. I was praying. And I was like, God, you gotta do something. You gotta move on my behalf. You already know my future. You know what I'm facing. I just began to just start praying and talking and asking God and seeking God for guidance, or what do I do? And I can remember after I had this tantrum, I can remember me cleaning up behind the tantrum, because when you tear your stuff up, you gotta clean it. You got to clean it up, right? So I was cleaning up, and I went back to this phone book and this shop. In my eyes, it was like it was highlighted. This shop was highlighting. It's called Jay's Barbershop. It was like it was just like flashing, almost like it was flashing at me. And I was like, ain't no use me calling no more shop. They don't want no woman in their shop. But it just wouldn't stop flashing in my eyes. So I just said, forget it. Called the shop. And I said, hey, my name is Tracey Williams, and I was trying to see, do you have a chair available? And then he said, maybe. I'm already upset. I'm already upset, and he playing right now, talking about maybe, I'm upset now, I said, sir, do you have a chair? Now he said, hold on, baby. He like, calm down. He said, can you cut? I said, I would like to think so. I'm still getting smart with this guy because I'm upset, And then he said, well, you said you've been cutting for a while. I said, yes. I'm getting just really smart. He said, I tell you what, I've been looking for a woman for my shop. You is a woman, right? And I'm like, oh, I think I got all the parts. I think, So I'm like, okay. I said, yes, sir. And then he said, you ain't gotta call me sir, you can just call me Jay. I said, yes, Jay. He said, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a little interview. Come down here, blah, blah, blah time, and I'm gonna see what you got. So now, woo, it's showtime. That's what I'm saying to myself. I said, all right, God, I need you to take my hands and use my hands to do whatever you want them to do. Because I know you is the potter and we are the clay. And I said, Lord God, I need you to show up and show out with me on this haircut tomorrow. So I went to the interview and he was finding out where I'm from and all that different stuff and this and that, this and that. My heart still beating fast because like I said, I'm the only woman and I'm seeing all these guys. And you know how guys be checking you out and stuff like that, trying to make sure you are who you say you are too. Just scoping or whatever the case may be. And then he said, so did you bring your clippers and stuff? I said, yes, sir. I left them in the car. He said, well, how you supposed to cut? You left it in the car. I said, I don't know. Let me go get them, So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I left them in the car, but I left them in the car. So I went and got my little clippers out the car. And at this time, I don't know that y'all know what 76ers are? Those like, yeah. Yeah. I had some, but I didn't know how to use them, Yeah, I had some, but I'm like, man, I don't know how to use these things, so I better stick to what I know because I'm on a panel right now, and I can't afford to mess this up, right? So I had some masters and some regular Andes liners, just the usual, but I had them, they were brand new. Had the blades and everything, just didn't know how to use it, right? So I said, okay, so was I supposed to bring a model? And he was like, no. Excuse me. He was like, no, I got somebody for you. And I went to looking around. I said, who you got? I'm talking about this had to be the worst guy in the world. Like he ain't had a haircut in a year. I'm talking about bullshit. I'm like, I look, I'm like, what in the world? Are you serious? He said, yeah, if my brother running, he always be my model for new barber. I said, where have he been? Like said, oh, he don't get a haircut but once a year and he wait on me to hire somebody. I said, okay. I said, so what kind of haircut am I doing on him? Yeah, you ain't gonna believe what kind of haircut. Just guess, Chin. What kind of haircut did you think he wanted?
Maybe a fade, a high top fade.
A bald fade with it low as low can be on the top and all that. Well, no, not low, it's wavelength on top with a bald fade. And bald fade was my weakness because I could never hardly get that line out. I kept taking the line up and stuff. I said, wait a minute, I forgot something in the car. I went back to the car. I said, God, is this for me or not? No, because what am I gonna do? And it just like something came over me, and the Holy Spirit just took over and just say, just do it, just do it. So I went back in there with confidence, and I said, well, let's do it. They said, you ready? I said, let's do it. So I'm cutting this guy hair, but it's like a whole display of people just watching me. It was almost like I was on stage or something. It in my eyes, it just looked like all eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not Tupac though, but all eyes on me. And I'm just, you know what? They had this little trap music going on in here. I really don't listen to trap music, but I needed something. I'm like, so they had this music going on, and I'm bobbing with it, and I'm just cutting. And when it took me about 45 minutes to cut his hair. But when I got done, the guys in the shop ran over to me and they hugged me. They said, "Welcome, my sister. Man, you the truth."
Mm.
I said, "Oh my goodness." I said, "Do that mean I'm in?" They said, "Hell yeah." I'm like, "Whoo." I made it. I was sweating though, y'all. I was sweating so bad, because I really was nervous. But I got into that shop though. I was into that shop, and now it was me with 5 guys. Yeah.
And so now you're working in the shop. So can you tell us about that?
Yep, I'm in the shop, and like I said, that opened the door for me, for I can cut. But that don't mean I got clientele. Man, I thought I was on. I thought it was up, but it wasn't. And nobody wouldn't let me cut their hair. You know what I'm saying? The people that was watching me was people that was in the shop, and the people that already belong to these folks that's already in here. So it is like, where the new people at? Like they were like, just hold on, some people gonna wind up coming. 1 month and passed by, 2 months and passed by. And by this time, now it's a whole shooting that happened at the shop. It's a whole shooting that happened at the shop. I done actually seen somebody get gunned down and everything. I'm like, oh my God. I'm outside at this time. I used to smoke. So I'm outside smoking a cigarette in my vehicle. And the guy that was running from the guy with the gun pulled my truck door open, and I'm closing my door. I'm closing my door. Like, what the world? And then I saw that, man, I was like, this just ain't for me. I like bad luck or something. I don't know what's going on. But man, I wind up, I ain't come back. Say that probably happened on a Tuesday. I took the rest of the week out because I wasn't really doing that no way. So I took the rest of the week off, and man, I was like, am I going back? And I was talking to some friends and stuff. They were like, "Girl, shooting happen all the time, and this and that, this and that. That ain't nothing." I said, I just really witnessed this. This ain't nothing. No, that ain't nothing. I said, "Lord Jesus." And is this gotta be my assignment? I said, "This gotta be my assignment because my foolish self finna go back. I'm finna go back
Mhm.
into like the lion's den."
Mhm.
So I went back. And at this time, when I went back, the shop owner was like, "Hey Tracey, we finna get ready to move to another location. You coming with us?" I said, "Do I really have a choice? I mean, y'all was the only shop that would let me let me in." So man, I said, "I'm coming wherever y'all go, whatever. I mean, I'm in, I'm in." So then now it's about 3 months now. It's going on 3 months. Like I said, no clientele, and this guy, which is he's still my client today, my very first real client, because the other client wasn't my client. He was a setup for me to see can I get in the shop. So I don't count him as a client. He was just, the person that I have to cut the like initiation or whatever you want to call it. But this guy, he came to the shop. I'm sitting down, and at this time, I'm like, I used to be with heels on and all this kind of stuff. Cause I said I may as well be cute since I gotta be up here, so I'm chilling. So this guy asked the shop owner, he said, "Hey man, how many you got?" He said, "Right now I got about 5," but he said, "Trace can get you." And he said, "She cut hair?" And he said, "Yeah, Trace cut hair, she'll get you." He said, "Man, I thought there was one of y'all woman up here or something." He said, "Nah, she a barber." He said, "Well, yeah. Can you get me?" Uh-oh. I done jumped up. I said, "Uh-oh, it's showtime." So I just, man, I'm like asking him how he want his hair, this and that, this and that. He said, "I tell you what, just fix me up." He said, "You fix me up." I said, "Say less." So I'm real flirty. I was real flirty. 'Cause I'm trying to make it. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. So I was kind of being like flirty with him, but when I found out he had a wife, I stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to cut some hair. So when I cut his hair and this and that, and next thing you know, other people were like, "Hey, can you get me? Can you get me?" And ever since then, it's been on. It been on. Like on. It blew my mind on. Yep. Never was broke another day in my life.
So how are you feeling then?
I was feeling really positive, like this gotta be my calling. This is me. But I recall when I talked to the shop owner, I told him that if he would have me in his shop, I would give him 5 years, and that's grace. And I said, then after that, I'm gonna do my own thing. But because you were so kind and let me in your shop, I'm gonna honor you with giving you 5 years of paying booth rent. He said, "For real?" I said, "Yeah, my word is my bond," and it is. And I did just what I said. But in the process of being there them 5 years, things really got really bad for me because I became more closer to God. Uh and the stuff that I was starting to see at the shop and the stuff that I was hearing and stuff, it was taking a toll on me. It was really taking a toll on me. And like I said, I'm into the church and this and that. I got church people coming and they like, "Teresa, what you got going on?" I'm like, "I ain't got nothing going on, but wherever you at, reflect who you are too, right?" And I'm like, I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "Lord, it must be time for me to get out of here." Cause it just, and man, they started playing this one song, I never forget it. And it's Pussy. And they just played it over and over at this shop. I'm like, "Oh my God." You know, those that know back there, I don't even know who sing it. But if you ever listen to rap and so you know the song I'm talking about. And it just was, I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, I said, "This it, Lord." I said, "Lord, you gotta move me. You gotta move me. I cannot take it. I can't take this. I can't take this. It's too much." And it started grieving my spirit so that if I didn't cut hair, if I didn't cut hair, I had to sit in my vehicle because I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. It was like driving me insane. So I was sitting in my truck and the manager of the building knocked on my window. He said, "You ever thought about moving?" I said, "Man, please don't play with me right now. The way I feel, like don't play with me because I'm so ready to leave." He said, "Are you ready to leave?" I said, "Man, please, I take anything, like." I said, "I take anything." He said, "Well, I got this. I got this shop, but it ain't finished." I said, "I know people. I know contractors. I know everybody." You know what I'm saying? I said, "I take it." And he's like, you ain't even seen it. I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. I got to get away from here. You know, like I gotta go. I got to go. And so the guy said, well, come on, walk down here with me to see the spot, right? So I walked down there to see the spot. Oh my God. I said, oh my goodness. What am I do? What I'm fit to do? What I'm fit to get myself into? And that's when my visionary eyes open. And it's like I can see through the walls. I can see. I don't know. It's just like it was a picture painted. I could see that being transformed into what I needed to be. And he said, "How you feel now?" I said, "I take it." I said, "But check this out. If I fix this place up, how many months you'll give me no rent?" Cause I said, cause it's gonna take a lot of money to do what needs to be done. And he was like, I give you 6 months. I said, I take it. I said, when can I get in here? He said, you can get the key now. So I went, got the key, and next thing you know, I told the shop owner that in 2 weeks I'm gonna be getting out of here. And he said, for real? I said, yeah. He said, where you going? I said, right up the block. I'm talking about literally, it was walking distance from his shop, you know. And I was like, I was scared to tell people that I'm about to move, you know, because you know when you in somebody else's shop, it seemed like you trying to steal something. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I was feeling like if I go to telling people I'm about to leave and stuff, you know, folks gonna feel some type of way. It might have just me, I don't know. But anyway, when I cut my people hair, I was whispering in their ear. I was whispering and saying, I'm about to move, you know. They were like, for real, where you going? I said, right up the block.
Mhm.
And so I just kept doing it for them 2 weeks. And I had contractors and stuff down at that building making happen what I need to make happen to get in there. And I'm telling you, when I left, the shop owner, he was so happy for me. And like I said, you know, people make you think people be mad with you or feeling some type of way. But I stood by my word. It was 5 years. Them 2 weeks made my 5 years. I was right on the money, baby. I said, yes, you know, because I love to stand by my word. So he helped me hung mirrors and lights and stuff. He helped me. That guy, that shop owner helped me, and he's still my brother today. I'd do anything for him because he wasn't nothing but good to me. Yeah.
So now you move up to the new shop. So tell us about that.
Well, when I moved up to the new shop, it was unbelievable. The shop that I was in with Jay probably wasn't even 600 square feet. The shop that I had moved to probably was about 900 square feet. And out of that 600 square feet that I was at the shop with Jay, God allowed me to bring 150 people with me. And I still got the papers to show it. I should have had it because I got it back there in my room. I should have. It's a stack of papers. Back then, we was writing on paper like your name, number, all that different stuff. You know, I still got it, Chin. I still got that stack of paper back there in my drawer. Yeah, yep. With
So now
150 people.
150 people. So
Mhm.
what was the atmosphere like in there?
Oh, see, I was in control now. So it was God. Because we was God and R&B. It was nice and clean because I wanted to create a family atmosphere for my business. And the name of my business was Tracey's Cuts. And my motto was one family, one love. So that's what it still is. Tracey Cuts still up and going right now, you know. Yeah.
So how long were you at Tracy's Cuts?
At that location, I was there from, let's see, I got there. I think I was there from 2010 to 2017. Yeah, 2010. Now, from 2008, because I graduated barber school in 2003. I gave him 5 years, so that was 2008. From 2008 until 2013 is when I opened up Tracey Cuts. And I stayed at that location from 2013 to 2017. And then I moved to a whole new location. Yeah.
And what was the new location like?
Oh, the new location, now we got like 4,000 square feet, but I divided that to make a school. Cause I had so much room. I wasn't used to that much room, I'm like, so Lord, what is I'm gonna do with all these square feet, So I had talked to one of my barber guys that I had working with me, and he was telling me about this guy that I can go to instructor school, and I ain't got to really just be really just there, like talking about, long as I'm putting in some time and teaching and stuff. And I was like, for real? So I called that school up, that school owner, and man, he got me in there. I started working on getting my instructor license. And I got my instructor license and stuff, because at this time I had to do with 600 to get instructor license, because I already had been in the field a long time. So 600 hours, which was nothing. Went on, did that, got that over with. And now I'm to the point like, what I'm gonna do now? I got instructor license. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. So it just popped up in my head. Like, you should open a school. And I told somebody this here. Let me tell y'all too. Be careful who you tell your dream to. Everybody ain't happy to hear you say what your dreams are. Everybody can't even receive it. They can't even understand how can your intellect even fathom something like this here. Like I said, I'm a country girl. Ain't really got much, just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? But that thought came in my mind. And when that thought came in my mind, I said, I believe I can do it. You know? And I just started researching. I started researching. I just started researching and finding out different stuff. But I knew one of the ladies at the board. Me and her, like I said, I'm a people type of person. I can get along with anybody. So your network, like you say, Chin, your network is your net worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more people you know, the more you grow. So I started calling her. And she said, Tracey, what do you want? I said, I need some information. And she was like, what are you trying to do? I said, I want to open a school. Girl, are you serious? I said, yes, ma'am, I'm serious. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna send you some information in the mail, because I believe you'll be a great school owner. And it needs somebody up here to run a school with great integrity. And I'm like, for real, Miss Dale, you feel like this? She said, oh yeah. She said, I'm gonna help you the best way I can. I was like, Lord, I know this for me now. I know this for me. This lady, I just used to talk to her here and there, and she willing to give me all the information and help me to get started with a school, because I ain't even know how many square feet you need. I ain't know you had to have a blueprint. I mean, all this different stuff, she helped me. She helped me, and she was one of the people that came out and inspect the school. I said, they said favor ain't fair, but that's a lie. Favor is fair. Because if you doing what needs to be done and you living a life that's pleasing to God, why favor ain't fair to you? It's fair. And I passed the inspection, and now I got me a school, Executive Barber College, Jackson, Mississippi. Yep.
So when you opened, how did the community react or people? Can you tell us about that?
They thought it was a dream. You know, it was all a dream. They really thought it was a dream. Like, ain't no way. Cause you know, when I seen myself getting closer, I started kind of promoting it a little bit, you know, kind of telling people that coming soon and stuff like that. They were like, ain't no way, that girl that girl didn't even have no clientele for don't know how long. I know she ain't open up no school. And I was like, oh yeah, you know. So of course I went through some more adversity. So I finally opened the school. I've been doing all this talking and telling people about it. Now it's open day. And I just knew I was gonna have a line or something. I had one student, Chin. I told the one student, I said, oh man, I'm so sorry. I said, I thought it was gonna be some more people or whatever. He said, Miss Trace, I don't care nothing about no more people. He said, I get to learn from the goat. He said, I get to learn from the goat hands-on, one-on-one. I'm still in. I said, for real? I said, oh my God. I said, I don't know what to say. He said, Miss Trace, let's do it. I said, oh my. And I still think that student right now that he pushed me. Cause I felt like give all that I had did to get here. I felt like throwing in the towel, y'all. Because all that had happened, and then I get to the opening day, and I had one student. So my encouraging words here, it don't matter how you start, it's how you finish. So if you got one, you done well. Yeah.
So now as you and that one student, can you tell us how those days went?
Yeah. He was like my son. Sometimes I had stuff I need to go do. I said, come on, it's learning day. You learning how to go get your oil change.
Mhm.
Yeah, we get in the book and we'll do lesson and this and that. But like I said, if I had something to do, hey, he rolled out with me. We went ate lunch together. I mean, we did the mannequin word. I was teaching them, you know, and it just was us, just me and him for a long time before somebody else came. At least he was there at least about 4 months before somebody else finally came. Yeah. But it was good.
Okay, so then somebody else came and then what?
Well, when somebody else came, and then somebody else came, and then now we got about 4 students. We cooking with grease now. We got about 4 students, and I'm teaching and this and that, and it's up, you know, and now it's 2018. Yep, it's 2018, and now time to roll on. It's 2019, and now we done rolled on, and now 2020 COVID hit. Yep, COVID hit, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. You know, I already just got these few students and stuff, and now COVID done hit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, so I'm like, I need to get some financial funding or something. I need something. I need some. Seem like I need to do something else with the school. So I'm trying to think of what's next. And happened to be one of my students happened to point me in your direction. he said, have you ever heard of this guy right here? And I said, I looked, and he was showing me like on his phone. I said, no, I don't know who that is. And but I heard something. You was talking. I said, I said, what's his name again? So I got on my phone and I followed you. So I had just started just watching stuff and watching stuff, watching stuff. I think it was probably 2021 before I actually reached out to you. I can't really remember, but I think it was 2021 when I actually finally reached out. Yeah.
And so when you reached out, I mean, how did that go?
It really went really well because and then that's another thing too. You be thinking people of a certain statue that they ain't gonna come down to like your level or something like that. Cause you know how we'll be thinking, cause we be thinking that we're not worthy. We'll be thinking that we're not worthy of a person of your statue to even talk to us like that. So, you know, I just really you had gave your number on the thing, and I had just wrote it down, and I said, what if I call the person? That person ain't gonna answer. I'm trying to talk myself out of it and everything. I'm like, oh man, what I'm gonna say to him? I said, I don't even know how to talk to him. It was almost like a first date or something. Like, how you be nervous, and that's what I was like. I don't know. I don't want to mess this up. All I was thinking, I don't want to mess this up. I'm like, man, what do I say? So now I'm got pen and paper. I'm writing down like little questions I want. And then I said, Lord, I trust you. I said, I trust you. I'm just gonna call the number. I have to always talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, it ain't funny that you talk to yourself. You ain't crazy either if you talk to yourself. It's all right. Cause sometimes you got to encourage you. You know what I'm saying? So I just call and you answer the phone. And when you answer the phone and I said, hello, you said, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. I said, my name Tracey, and I was just trying to see about your program. And you just went on from there, just telling me about the program and this and that and da da da. And I was telling you that I already have a school. I just need to try to see about getting financial aid for it. And I'm like, and you just went on and you're telling me what you could do for me, how you can help me. I mean, you just was really like, you was like that guy, that I've been looking for, Yeah, like for real.
So after the phone call, what was you thinking?
Well, I was like, I had been listening to a lot of stuff. I even went on your page and just was I said, man, this guy got too many videos to be lying. You know what I'm saying? Just like the whole thing. You type anything in Google and you just up there, you on there, I'm like, man, it gotta be true. You know, I said, you know what? I done changed everything that's in my life. I'm finna change this too. I'm a risk taker. I take risks. So I'm diving in, it is what it is. And I just dived in and man, we here.
So, how was that? I guess that's when you dived in or whatever.
Well, when I dived in, what I mean when I say I dived in, I'm meaning that you began to you set up a payment plan with me, and you begin to start giving me different documents and stuff that I would need for accreditation, and so that it won't be so hard on me to catch up. In other words, I be already on the right track. You know what I'm saying? So, like, really to be honest, probably if I hadn't ran into you, ain't no telling how long it would be with me. Cause this stuff ain't easy, y'all. This a lot of stuff. So yeah.
So how was you feeling with all the paperwork? like with the knackers? Can you kind of tell them about that?
A lot, like the ISS and all that different stuff, all them papers, all that stuff. I'm like, you look at it, it look like Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Because if this ain't your lane, don't try to drive in it. Let somebody that know the way show you the way, and you just ride with them. You know, and we'll ride together.
So when you went to the knackers workshop, how was that?
Well, like I said, I'm a people type of person. When I went to the Knackers workshop, I'm mingling and stuff. And but my first time, you was there though.
Mhm.
Oh man. Oh man, that was amazing. That was amazing to actually see you in person and you like, hey Tracy,
Mhm.
I'm just, it blew my mind, like, come on, we got to take a picture. I was just, man, that was everything. You just so real, Chin. You a good guy. You just down to earth, and I mean, God really sent you out here to help people, and you ain't trying to take advantage of people and stuff like that. You just do what you do, and it's showing. Yeah.
So so where are you at now with the knackers and all that type stuff? Can you kind of share some of that with the people or?
Oh yeah. So upon, I done did the knockers visits, and and even, y'all, when y'all go to them knockers visits, them conference and stuff, you still ain't gonna know nothing. You just sitting in there. You just, you just in there. Yeah, that what you gonna know is when you be on this live with Chin, and Chin just break down some little stuff to you, little stuff, so you can kind of follow a little bit. You be like, okay. I remember Chin talking about, the annual report and the SAP and this. You can kind of remember the little classes or courses that you done heard Chin talk about. But overall, man, these folks in here talking about all this stuff, you don't know what they talking about. But guess what? When you got somebody on your team, you don't care what they talking about. You just there. You there to get them hours so that you can keep on moving on with your accreditation. And that's what I was there for. Yeah.
So then you got your first visit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got my first visit, and like Chin tell you, it was like a little pat on the wrist or whatever, and like everything's good, and you need to do this and this and da da da. It wasn't scary. It wasn't scary. At first I was kind of like a little nervous, but they were so cool and stuff, and it really wasn't they weren't really like hard or nothing on me or whatever. They just were just telling me like little stuff and that I need to do and blah 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 blah. It was okay. It was the first visit was good. First visit was really good.
And then what was next?
What was next was uh the final visit. The final visit. Oh my God! It was like they were coming through there, and they was talking kind of, hard and stuff, and and this got to be set up, and this and where this at, and blah blah blah, and this, and I mean they were popping so many questions on me so fast. And do you have the minutes of the meeting, and do you have this here, and do you have this here, this here, this here? And I mean they were just before I can think of one thing, they was on something else, and I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm with my phone, I'm texting Chin, I'm telling them what they asking me and stuff like that, and Chin, you so cool too. You like, no need to be nervous. I got the team working on them. You so helpful. Cause I'm telling you, Man, I'm sitting up in my office and I got them in a room by themselves and I got my other student instructor. I'm having her type up some stuff, making up some stuff because I ain't know I had to have some minutes of the meetings and stuff that we done had. So I got her typing and I'm over here working on this here and this and then I'm texting Chin and this and that. They keep coming back in the office saying, well, where is this here at? And where is this and where is that? And they started roaming around the school and they just, man, it just was a nerve wreck. But we got through it though. We got through it because I had like probably like 3 or 4 things that was not right. But before they left, everything was taken care of thanks to Chin. And hey, I left with I didn't have no citations. So man, we on our way. Yep.
So how did you feel after that day?
Well, that day I still was like, I had to, I had to go back and just think about what all took place, It's like I couldn't even really just talk about it. I had to take it in, recap of what really just went down. Like, Lord, I'm one more step away from them telling me how many years I'm gonna get accredited for. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here now. I'm right I'm right here. They go to a meeting in May to see if I'm gonna get accredited. I mean, see how many years and all my stuff. But man, but Chin, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this position that I'm about to be in. I know I wouldn't. Yeah.
So that day, when you text me, we communicated a lot that day. So what was you thinking that day when you kept texting or email?
Please answer this text, Chin. Chin, like I'm saying myself, I know he be busy and stuff like that. I was just like, Lord, please let him answer these texts and stuff like that. And even the day of the thing, that morning, I reached out to you early that morning. I'm talking about probably about 7 something, 8 something. I'm like, hey Chin, my visit is today. Please be watching for my texts or whatever. I'm like, I'm trying to give you a heads up, like in case you got something going on, can you still kind of look at that phone or something? So I was like, I'm just nervous. I was just in a nervous wreck. And I'm flattering them. I done got all kind of hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and just laid it out for them, trying to keep them, coffee and stuff. I'm trying to make sure that they good. Yeah, they interviewed some students. They interviewed my instructors. They interviewed me, and stuff. And they was checking all kinds of files and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that Chin help you do. He help you to get order. When you got order, this stuff don't be too hard to find once you done set order and you done labeled your folders and you got these different documents because he gonna send you everything that you need.
Now have you learned a lot?
I have learned a lot. I learned to get the smart system. That was something that you said, at first you used to do it by hand, but you said later on, you learned that if you can afford the smart system, where the system do it for you, and that's our thing. We want to work smart, not hard. So I got the smart system now that'll be calculating my SAPs for me and my refunds and it just worked for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Did you ever think it was a scam?
I
Or
don't think I really just I don't think I thought it was a scam. I thought it was like maybe too good to be true. Like, this guy, why is he helping random people like this here? You know how we always heard the story when somebody's doing well that they ain't trying to reach a hand back and help nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Cause they life together, they doing them. You know what I'm saying? But you never did give me that. You never did give me that vibe that you wasn't real though, that you was a phony. I ain't never felt that about the situation. I just thought it was too good to be true.
Why would you think that it was too good to be true?
Because like I said, where I come from, people ain't trying to help you. They ain't trying, if they know something or whatever, they holding on to what they know. You know what I'm saying? And you get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. But for somebody to reach back and help people, and I guess that's why I help people. I do a lot of ministry stuff with my school, with my students and stuff. We go to nursing homes and stuff like that. We do the barber camp. We feed the homeless. We do a lot of ministry stuff at my school. My school ain't just a school, it's a ministry. So yeah. But because of people like you though, it makes it very easy to want to reach back and help somebody else. Yeah.
Now, when did you get kind of real deep into the ministry?
Um 2016, I got ordained as evangelist at my church in 2016. Um, I call it coming out with my hands up, because at that point I was at a turning point. Like, I know that without a shadow of a doubt, I need God. You know, I can't do it by myself. And that also led me to write a book called Trust God, Not Man. It's in Amazon and every other book place that you can get it.
Now, did something happen to you like in life or something that brought you closer to God, or some experience, or what happened?
Um, I got married again. I ain't mentioned that, but unfortunately, I got married again. I'm single now though. But marriage is good. Don't, I ain't knocking marriage. Marriage is good, but yeah, I got married, and this marriage was to a pastor. Yeah. Oh, y'all ready for this here?
I know they waiting. They got like a nosy group.
Well, like I said, I'm a daredevil. I told you that I'm a little daredevil. So at this time I got better. But I was like a little daredevil, and I had some friends and stuff, and we were going to this church, and they said, I bet you won't try to talk to the pastor. That was pitiful. But anyway, but they bet me that I didn't have what it take to pull the pastor. So it just happened. We got married. We got married, and I'm talking about it happened so fast. We went on our first date for Valentine, and we were married by November of that same year.
You
Yeah.
ain't put a book out on that.
That is what's the book. That's in the
Oh,
book.
is it?
Yeah. Trust God, not man, because the thing about it is I was so head over heel with trying to impress him and thinking I was doing so much to him. and he was doing so much to me, but it was undercover. My little stuff was just little flirty stuff and stuff like that, but it was not it wasn't like to take you down, you know what I'm saying? But this man, he wound up stealing my identity, got all kind of cards and stuff in my name. I'm talking about I had an 800 and some credit score, and he took me down through there so to the point that I couldn't buy a piece of bread. I think I got down to probably like a 5. So he when they said he took you down through there, I got exactly what I deserved, because I thought I was doing something and he was doing something. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, But I tell you one thing, I learned what faking loving God is versus the true loving God. So out of all that, I tell people I had the best 2 men in my life, even though they both hurt me. And I probably hurt them too. I ain't trying to take nothing off of me, but I said I had the best 2 men in my life because the first one allowed me to discover the gift that was on the inside of me to be able to cut hair. And the next one, which was the preacher, let me know that I wasn't truly really saved and to get saved for real. Yep.
So that brought you closer to God.
Mm-hmm. I ain't want to be playing church no more. I used to play, just like I'm telling you, I went to church to get the preacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing church. I'm amen. Just being the devil in church. Yeah. Just out to just do this stuff and just doing some crazy stuff. I say that. Seducing the pastor. You know what kind of mess is this? Don't y'all judge me. Don't
What did
judge
your
me.
brothers say?
My brothers,
Because you got 7 brothers, right? 6 or 7?
6.
Yeah.
6 brothers, one sister, and myself make 8. Yep. Oh, my brother and them, they couldn't do nothing with me. I was too much. My brother and them were like, you just, I don't know what's wrong with you. My daddy didn't even want to be a part of the wedding. My daddy, my daddy said, I ain't gonna be in this period because this ain't nothing but a bunch of mess. But by this time, I'm in love now. It was a joke at first. But then next thing you know, that man made me fall in love with him. I was loving his cricket devilish self. I loved him, and when you in love, you blind. You blind to a lot of stuff. Stuff be right there. The signs be right there in your face. But you miss it because you so in love, so it is what it is. It's good. I can laugh about it now.
Right.
But I used to cry. When I couldn't go buy a piece of bread, I used to cry. I'm like, kept getting turned down for everything. Yeah, but then when I started reading my word and I found out that God is a restorer, he'll restore everything that was taken from you. He'll give you double for your trouble. I just started just praying and seeking God for real, Yeah. And God restored me. Yeah. I'm back at 800.
Did you reach out to your friends? Did you ever complain to them, the ones that betted you?
Yeah, I told them they really the reason. They the reason for all this here. They set me up. They set me up. They betted me. And next thing you know, when I was going through, they were like, Trace, you got to leave. I was in too deep. I couldn't leave. He had moved in with me, just took over my house, everything. Don't you let nobody bring one rag to your house. Yeah, because I'm telling you, they'll move in, they'll slick move in with you. When they leave, take everything that belongs to you with you. Yeah. But yeah.
Um, any advice that you would give, like, I guess a potential school owner or a current school owner or anybody out there?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I still work in the shop, but I don't know how I'm gonna do after I get accredited, but I gotta work right now to just pay bills and do what I need to do. But I would tell you all, if you looking to open a school, you looking for a next level move, because being a school owner is next level up, It's first of all, you ain't gonna be able to stand up forever and stuff like that. You're gonna need another plan. I don't call it a backup plan. I call it a plan. It's the plan. It's the plan to a happier, healthier life. You know what I'm saying? That you can get chance to enjoy life to the fullest, and stuff like that. Because I can already see the fruits of my labor. It's happening to me. uh God is just raining down, open up doors and stuff like that I just never thought I could walk through. Being in rooms that I never thought I would ever be in. I'm talking to people I never thought I would talk to. So I just tell you, if it's in your heart, then go for it. Go for it. Don't let the naysayers, don't let your friends talk you out of it, making you think that you can't do it. Start small. Start small. Get you a building that you can afford and get you some used stuff. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you can sustain. Even do hair inside your school, whatever you need to do. Because if somebody come, you doing a demonstration. I mean, whatever it takes. Don't let your dreams die. That's it.
And your hours of operation, tell them your days and hours of operation of your school.
Well, what I do is I kind of half in my week. I do Monday through Wednesday for the school, 8 to 4. And then I turn around on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I work in my shop. So like I said, I kind of half in my week, and Sunday I dedicate that to the Lord. So I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. I know they probably got some Q&A.
Come
Um,
on, let's talk.